New developments on the drone front. You got Representative Michael McCall coming out saying some kind of scary stuff. He said he's talked to some people and he thinks it's all China. Lovely.
NASA Administrator Bill Nelson, he said that these drones have been reported over military sites, military bases. I would not think those are friendly. I would think those are adversarial. In fact, NASA seems to be picking up more than our military is with respect to the drones. So I think Congress is gonna pursue this. I know the House Intelligence Committee is having a hearing on this. We need to identify who is behind these drones. My judgment, based on my experience, is that those that are over our military sites are adversarial and most likely are coming from the People's Republic of China.
Do you think you'll be satisfied with
Whoa.
today?
Probably not. I think they're going to say they don't know.
Of course, that's what they're going to say. And that's what they have been saying. And they've been saying, don't be alarmed. This is actually not a foreign actor. But that's Representative McCall saying he thinks it's a foreign actor. And let's go to Representative Van Drew, who says, look, if it's not China, it's Iran. He actually thinks it could be Iran.
That mothership is off. I'm going to tell you the deal.
Okay, let's listen. Let's go back a little bit here.
Aviation subcommittee, and I've gotten to know people. And from very high sources, very qualified sources, very responsible sources, I'm going to tell you the real deal. Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off. I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones, is everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly. Now, we know there was a probability it could have been our own government. We know it's not our own government because they would have let us know. It could have been some really glorified hobbyist or hobbyists that were doing something unbelievable. They don't have the technology. But let's pretend that's possible. The third possibility was somebody, an adversarial country, doing this. Know that Iran made a deal with China to purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward. The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. These drones should be shot down. Whether it was some crazy hobbyist that we can't imagine or whether it is Iran, and I think it very possibly could be, they should be shot down. We are not getting the full deal.
So this has gotten serious enough that now you have DHS, FBI, FAA, and DOD issuing a joint statement basically saying, nothing to see here, nothing to see here. This is just, your imagination, for lack of a better term. Oh, yeah, right. We're going to buy that. No, thank you. After you guys have lied and lied and lied and lied, you see, this is the problem. You have squandered Americans' trust. So now we have no idea what to think. And you've created an information vacuum amidst all of this because apparently you don't know what to say. And so then all of a sudden you get Real Housewives of New York weighing in on the thing, Bethany Frankel, with a pretty interesting, elaborate theory. But I should say the government's saying nothing to worry about here. We know exactly what's going on. There's no foreign actor here. And maybe you're just seeing things. Maybe, you're actually seeing a plane or you're just seeing a hobbyist. And now everybody all of a sudden thinks it's something more because it's contagious. If you see a drone, then I see a drone and they see a drone, etc. Oh, Bethany Frankel. She's got a really scary scenario. I played this for some of you yesterday, so bear with me if you've seen it before. It's worth watching.
You're going to think I'm nuts, but why should today be any different than any other day? I know this guy whose father worked with the Pentagon and NASA and secret projects, and he has been messaging me that he will never forgive himself if he doesn't tell the people that he knows that for a month he's been watching this situation. And now, several days ago, before it became a discussion in the mainstream media, that these drones are ours and that they could very possibly be sniffing out something very dangerous, some missing dangerous W from the war, and that areas that coincide with where the drones have been seen have spiked in radiation. So he said,
Oh boy.
it's time to think about where I am and that I might want to go somewhere with my daughter. So like for me, we blow things off and we think nothing's going to happen, but things do happen. I remember sitting in my car with my driver who said to me months before I even knew what the words global pandemic meant, I think there's going to be a global pandemic. I'm like, what are you talking about? I mean, if he had bet the markets, he would have been a billionaire. So I'm just listening to this guy and watching. And now Trump, who's hanging out with a lot of billionaires who have a lot of money for research, is also finding out that these are ours. And what were the government's choices? A, tell us that that's what they're doing and widespread panic and pandemonium, or B, do what they're doing. But something is wrong because otherwise they would eliminate them, and everyone's being very cagey. So what do you think? This guy has also been talking to different people in government positions who agree and are watching now.
I'm just looking at some of your comments here live, and Denton Dixon saying, if we lost a Ukraine nuke, I mean, that's what it sounds like, right? The way she's going on, we're going to be very careful. The government's saying, hey, there's nothing there, nothing there. I think even Joe Biden actually was out saying, no, don't worry about this. Nothing to see here. And can I just say that he's not exactly inspiring confidence? I mean, he never inspires confidence on anything, but he finally decided to address these drones that have been out there. And I got to play it for you because, I mean, there's a reason why we didn't elect him again, shall I say.
Drones over New Jersey. What's behind all of that? Nothing nefarious, apparently.
Nothing nefarious, apparently.
I think it's just one. There's a lot of drones authorized up there. I think one started and they all got it. Everybody's wanting to get in the deal.
Okay. So it's in your head. One started and now everybody wants to get in on it. So it's just you. Just like inflation wasn't really real. That's actually what Mika and Joe on that morning show, MSNBC, once actually said. I don't understand that people are so worried about the economy when the economy is doing great. Yeah, right. Okay. Balance in Nature, one of our great sponsors here on the show. They have 35% off right now. It's the end of the year. Start putting yourself first. It's really important. I take my fruits and veggies every single day. They're gummies. They're gluten-free. I don't have a gluten allergy, but I throw it out there for those of you that do. Balanceofnature.com. Use code word Trish. You get free shipping and 35% off. Call 1-800-246-8751. 1-800-246-8751. So many people have told me they use this. It's really funny, including the kids' music teacher. Some of you guys know that. Go to balanceofnature.com today. You can see all the great testimonials there. And of course, as we look at a market that just tanked today, even gold was actually off. So of course, I went in and bought a little bit more gold. I mean, you have to, I'm in it for the long haul, right? Like I'm not looking to retire tomorrow, but at 76 Research, we're really trying to assess everything all the time. And one of the things that we keep coming back to that we like, and that I personally like, is gold. For a diversified portfolio, you kind of need it. So right now you can get up to $15,000 in free silver if you text my name, Trish, to 65532. This is with our friends at American Heart for Gold, another great sponsor, the Trish Regan Show. 1-844-495-1115, 1-844-495-1115. Go to Trish Loves Gold today for your chance to get, not your chance, with qualifying offers, you'd actually get up to $15,000 worth of free silver. So this might be a good opportunity to do that. And also, I'll just give a brief shout out for the store, the TrishRegan.shop. We're coming up on Christmas, so I don't know if you can make the deadline, but hey, start the new year off right? Drink your coffee every single morning from the Trish Regan Live Free or Die cup. I certainly drink my water, gallons of it here up in the studio every single day. You can get one of the hats. We've got a lot of sweatshirts, t-shirts, all that good stuff. You can show your patriotism and your support for the Trish Regan Show. And of course, as we look at this market, you know what? This is a great market right now to be looking at long term. I'm a big believer in that. Even when it goes down, you got to be able to see through this stuff. Like, remember, this really set me off in March 2020 when the market was tanking some 2,000 points. And I was like, gosh, you know that the Fed's going to jump in. You know that Donald Trump is going to be there with the stimmy checks as he was. Why would you be selling right about now? But it's okay. You know, that's what makes a market a market. Some people get really nervous and they pull all their money out. And that's when you need to be really clear-headed. I can't say that enough. Keep a level head. Don't ever risk anything that you can't lose, right? You've got to be thoughtful about how you're positioning yourself and where you go. So take a look at my company, 76 Research. Go to investinmaga.com today. If you want to sign up for the free stuff, we have a guide to investing in the Trump economy.